Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Before I begin this video, hope you have signed up for my free freelancing newsletter. It's a WhatsApp newsletter that I send out every week. It's more about what skills you should be learning and from where. So yeah, sign up for the free freelancing newsletter, link in the description box. So yesterday one of my subscribers got scammed and he sent me like a few screenshots about how it happened. I just want to make you guys aware of all these data entry, work from home scams ताकि आपको future में you won't have to lose money and not commit the same mistake that he did. I wouldn't name him, but let's call him Rohit. So a guy approached Rohit on WhatsApp or something and he told him, hey, I have a data entry job for you. You'll have to like just copy paste things. You'll have to simply type out whatever I send and send it back. And for that you would be paid 105 rupees for each page that you do. So Rohit was like, hey, that's cool. I'm up for the job. What should I do next? And then the employer said, hey, you'll have to pay me 900 rupees to get the job. And over there things get a little bit shady, right? Because who pays to get a job, right? If I'm applying to Amazon, why would I pay Amazon 1 lakh to get the job? It just doesn't make sense. So the very first cue that you have to look out for is never ever pay an employer to get a job. It doesn't make sense, and 99% of these kind of propositions are scams. Never ever pay someone to get a job. So even if you're on a freelancing website and if someone is asking you to pay to get the job, then don't do it. I know there's a website called Freelancer which has a subscription, it's a membership thing. I'll explain you why that's completely different. I'll explain it to you later. But whenever a client is asking you to pay to get the job done, then don't do it. It's 100% a scam. So that's what happened with him too, right? And the person was like, pay me 900 rupees to get the job, और इसने pay कर दिया. So he Paytm'd him 900 rupees and then he never heard back from him. So I don't want you guys to get stuck in such scams. The thing is कि COVID के बाद a lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people are in a very vulnerable position. बहुत लोगों को पैसे की ज़रूरत है. So they just don't think twice before doing things like this. कोई बोलेगा कि hey, I'll pay you 1 lakh, just pay me 50,000. People would not think much. It's a very critical time and they'll just simply send 50,000 because they are so desperate for that 1 lakh and because they have to provide for their family, the financial situation isn't stable and there's a lot of things happening, right? So these scammers just take advantage of these kind of situations. They just prey on these vulnerable people and scam them. Right, so how do you know if a data entry job is scam or if it's a legit job? There's a company called Flatwall Solutions. It's a Bangalore-based company and they specialize in data entry and stuff. So you can go to their website and check out the data entry part where they've explained step by step how data entry happens, in which it's mostly called documentation, by the way. So in which industries is it used, how is OCR used? OCR stands for optical character recognition. How is OCR used over there? And you'll get a good insight about how this industry works. So if you want to do documentation in the future, then you can obviously refer to this website. They also have tabs on Photoshop, Premiere Pro. So if you want to know the application of Photoshop in the real estate industry or the application of Premiere Pro in the real estate industry or the manufacturing industry, then you can take a look at it. It will give you a good insight कि industry में ये skills कैसे use हो सकते हैं, ठीक है? Like a lot of you said, I know Photoshop, but I'm not getting a job on these freelancing websites. This is a solution, right? Go to these websites, थोड़ा research करो कि बाकी industries में कैसे काम होते हैं, what are the applications over there, and then you can approach those industries straight up and be like, hey, you have an apartment and I can I can take photos, edit them and build an album out of it which you can show to your clients, or you can do wedding photography or things like that. So मुझे ज़्यादा मालूम नहीं है इसका. You can just go to these websites and figure out how these skills can be applied in the industry. So even if you're not getting a freelance gig in these websites, क्योंकि बहुत competition है वहाँ पे, you can approach these companies directly and be hey, this is my past work, these are the projects I've worked on, I want to do this for you, and वो industry specific हो जाना. So if you master one particular niche, if you go to the real estate industry or if you become a real estate photographer or someone, then you can expand, right? तो वो real estate वाला किसी और को बोलेगा, referral देगा. So the word spreads in the real estate community कि ये है real estate का photographer, and then you start getting more gigs. So that's how it works. As I've said before, a lot of companies do not have skilled labor. They do not have skilled employees, right? And the reason being a lot of people just don't work on projects. A lot of people just learn the syntax of a particular coding language and think that they've mastered it. It's never, learning is a ever going process. It never ends. तो अगर आपने कोई programming language सीखा है, then build some personal projects, like work on 4-5 projects that you can showcase. I've said in multiple videos that you need to build a portfolio, right? Whenever you build a portfolio, you can show it to a client instantly. एक website बना दो, you have everything over there. If you're good at Photoshop, कुछ like make 4-5 graphics, put them on a website so that every time you bid on these freelancing websites, you have a portfolio to show. Every time you're texting someone on LinkedIn, you have a portfolio to show. And another thing is show your work, like build a personal brand around it. On LinkedIn, if you're working on whatever, if it's Photoshop, keep posting, let people know about it. Like if you're working on something, then why do you want to keep it to yourself? मतलब पूरे social media को leverage करो. The internet is a great place to be in. So if you're working on something, just post it on LinkedIn. Like I'll give you my example, right? We used to work on chatbots. And a year back, I had put up a post on a Facebook group saying, hey, we build chatbots. And yesterday I received a call from someone saying, hey, do you build chatbots? So it has a very long-term impact. Okay? So leverage social media, especially LinkedIn. Keep posting on LinkedIn so that even your connections know he's good at Photoshop. So if you keep posting saying, hey, I've made this graphic today, then like maybe 6 months down the line, when someone wants to hire a graphic designer, he'll like, hey, I saw Harish's post on LinkedIn which said, hey, he's good at graphic designing, and I also saw his work. So why not hire him? Right? So it just has this long-term impact where people start remembering your brand. They have this brand recall, and that way you'll have a really sustainable freelancing lifestyle. So that was my take on it. Also, don't fall for these scams. Now let's talk about Freelancer. Okay, so Freelancer is a website, if you guys don't know, where clients post projects and you can apply, bid for those projects, and whoever has the best bid, whoever has a good portfolio gets the job. It's a legit site. Millions of people use it across the world. On Freelancer, there's something called a subscription fee, right? So every month you can bid on 8 projects for free. So 8 projects मतलब you can propose for 8 projects for free. Apply कर सकते हो 8 projects के लिए. If you want more than 8 projects, then you'll have to pay a certain amount. So a lot of you are asking, why is Freelancer asking me to pay? To be honest, you don't have to pay. Like you can manage with those 8 bids, or you can apply for a contest. They have contests running. तो अगर वो contest आप जीते तो वो project भी मिल जाएगा आपको. But like the thing is कि freelancer में बहुत सारे freelancers है, right? बहुत सारे लोगों को like it's make money online kind of thing. तो बहुत सारे लोग want to do it. So they have millions of people lined up to do freelancing. And the reality is कि India में companies have a shortage of skilled labor. A lot of companies do not have people who are skilled enough to do a particular task. क्योंकि इंडिया और मोस्टली फ्रीलांसर में इट्स यूजली सार्क कंट्रीज, इंडिया, बांग्लादेश, नेपाल, पाकिस्तान, वही के मोस्टली लोग रहते हैं, एंड दे अप्लाई इन मास. तो बहुत सारे लोग बिड करते हैं. तो if I'm a client and if I've put out a project, like 1 year back I had put out a project for graphic designing on Freelancer. I was the client, and कुछ seconds में I got like so many entries, right? I got like almost 100 entries within few minutes. So out of those many people, how would I be able to choose who's the best person? A, it's through their previous work, and B, I might not even look at all the entries because there are so many of them. So to filter out all those people and to keep only serious people, Freelancer has a pricing policy. I do not think it's fair. I don't think it's fair for them to charge, but I also see why they are charging. It's just to filter out people who do not have enough skills but still they apply. It's just wasting everyone's time, right? So I see why they're charging, and that's a different story. But Upwork and Talent.hub stuff doesn't charge you anything. Even TapChief doesn't charge you anything, so you can go and apply over there. And secondly, a lot of alright, so my friends and I get a lot of opportunities for internships or projects, and we usually don't take them up. So what I was thinking is I can form a WhatsApp group wherein every time I receive some opportunity, I can just forward it to you. So if one of you guys is capable enough, if you have the skill to do that, then you can apply and maybe get that internship. I'm not assuring you a job, but every time I receive something, I can just forward it to that group. So join the freelancing newsletter, and I'll give the link of that particular group in the newsletter itself. So if you want that, then sign up for that. Everything is free. I'm not charging for anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, then please hit the like button and also subscribe. I'd highly appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one, and do comment and tell me what my next video should be, because honestly I've run out of ideas.